Hello Leo and welcome to my channel Attila Tarot. In this video we're going to take a look at what kind of energies you can expect in the next 3 months of October, November and December, and we're going to take a look at the meanings of the cards pretty much from every aspect: love, relationship, money, career, finance. Everybody will have something that they are interested, but as usual this is a general reading, so please take whatever resonates and leave the rest behind. We're gonna start with your spirit animal oracle card, and there were two cards that popped out of the deck while I was shuffling. One of them is the chameleon spirit, act as if, number 14, and the flamingo spirit, number 26, embrace the in-between. So let's talk about the chameleon spirit, because if you think about the chameleon is really great to adapting to the circumstances where they are. From one step to the other, they're already able to adapt to the new environment. So for you it's very important as well to adapt to new situations, new opportunities. And if there's something that you would like to achieve, something that you would like to desire, definitely align with it and act as if you already have it. Act as the others do, because this is all about adjusting to the changes, adjusting to everything that comes your way. And it's very interesting to have the flamingo spirit right beside it, which is embrace the in-between. So when you kind of think about it, the flamingo is all about balancing. Like on their skinny legs, they can balance their whole body very easily and effortlessly. So that kind of shows that they're able to, that the flamingo, and so can you stand very strong in the face of uncertainty. This is kind of like telling you that you are in an in-between position. Like there's lots of adaptation is required, because maybe you are not seeing how your future is evolving, and you can only see what your past has been, and you're kind of not able to embrace neither of them. So very important to kind of just go along with this change, whatever the change is in your life. Because these are all about adopting and change, like both of these cards. But let's see what the tarot is telling us. In the center of your reading you do have the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords as a court card can be a person, your energy, or just the energy of the card. This is somebody who is very wise, very logical. If it's a person, she is somebody who's been through a lot of difficulties, a lot of challenges, but all of those difficulties, challenges made her stronger, and all of those adversities made her evolve, and through all of that she is able to see things clearly. It's very hard to mislead her. She's not afraid to speak her mind. She's also protecting herself from all the things that happen to her. Like she's also kind of called the divorced queen, because she went through a lot. So this is can as I said, can be your energy or another person, a leader, somebody who can talk to you or help you, and they speak their mind, and it might be that their words can hurt, but they're trying to help you. It can also indicate clarity, that you're gonna get some kind of a clarity that's gonna help you to move forward, help you to adapt to the new things in your life. It can be also a judge, so if there's some kind of a legal process, there might be some kind of a decision coming out of it. But the Queen of Swords is all about clarity, seeing things clearly, and also protecting herself. So some of you might be protecting yourself because you went through some difficulties in the past and you're trying to avoid it. But let's see, what is the first card? The first card we have here for you is the Star. The Star, which is the card of hope, positivity, healing, and wish fulfillment. So whenever this card comes up, you definitely went through some difficult changes in your life. It follows the Tower, and that's an indication that something changed greatly. Maybe some of you went through a breakup, losing a job, or something that changed your situation completely. Whenever the start comes up, you're actually regaining your hope, you're regaining the positivity, you are recovering, you're healing. Some of you maybe went through some health related challenges, but again, if you do, definitely consult a doctor. But this is a card of healing, so you're kind of putting all of that behind. This is the card when the universe is delivering you something amazing, something that you wished for, or something that might be even better than that. The next card in your reading is the Seven of Cups. So Seven of Cups is the card of dreaming or fantasizing, being very indecisive when you have multiple options to choose from, and also when you don't see things clearly, like you're kind of in a pink cloud. So some of you might be fantasizing a lot. Some of you have a lot of options to choose from, but some of you might be just unclear because it's kind of more in the past. But because you have the Queen of Swords, you might get the clarity that you need. Some of you might have many options to choose from, many job opportunities, or many people that are interested in you. But again, I kind of see more of the cloudiness of it, which we kind of talked here about. The flamingo spirit, which was talking about that you might be in an in-between situation and you don't necessarily see what's next for you. But the Seven of Cups for me is always connected to manifestations as well. Some of you are trying to manifest something, and whenever I see it, if it's connected to manifestation, you are kind of unsure what is that you want. One day you might want something, and then the next day you might want to have something that's totally the opposite. And if it's manifestation, the universe is telling you that, okay, you're not clear with your goals, you're not clear with your wishes. I want to deliver you whatever you want, but even you are not sure. So definitely important to clarify what is that you want. Now you also have here the Hangman. The Hangman is an indicator of something stuck, something not moving forward, and this might be that some of you have been single for a while, some of you might be looking for a job for a while, or you're just in a situation where things are just the same every day, nothing is changes, nothing is improving, and just one day after the other. So when you look at the Hangman, he is upside down because he wants to get clarity. And the beautiful thing that you're gonna get the clarity with this Queen of Swords. So he wants the clarity, and because of that, he is trying to see things from a different perspective, trying to see his positions, his situation, and also sacrificing something. Some of you need to sacrifice something in terms of be able to get out of the situation of feeling stuck. Now the next card we have here for you is the Tower. We kind of already touched on the Tower with the Star, because the Tower is this card that indicates a quick, sudden change when your life turns upside down and everything that you kind of built up is changing and it's in ruins, and you have to kind of build up something from the ground up. This might be a career, this might be a relationship. If you're single, this might be a negative experience that helps you to move forward, because it gives you the clarity why you're single. For some of you, it might be that a relationship is ending, or if it's not ending, then it might be indicating that the relationship is changing and it's no longer the same what you built up. Some of you need to change the way you think as well, your thought process. And this is also kind of might be connected to breakups as well, or losing a job, something that you thought it was very safe, very sure, because the Tower is also kind of indicates something that you kind of built up. For some of you might be feeling that your life is kind of turned upside down. But what's really great that, after the Tower comes the Star. So you are already focusing on seeing things more positively and recovering from your situation. And the next card we have here for you is the Five of Cups. So Five of Cups is the card of regret, sorrow, and sadness. As you can see, he is focusing on all of those spilled cups, which represents things that didn't go well for this person. Again, this can be a relationship, this can be a job, this can be pretty much any kind of negative experiences. And what this card is telling you, that not everything has been lost. Yes, you might not see things clearly because you're in an in-between situation, but this card is telling you to take a 180 degree turn, because that will be able to give you the opportunity to see these two cups, which represents the new opportunities, the new chances in your life. That can mean relationship, that can mean new job, or anything that's kind of new. Because if he turns around, he's gonna be able to see this beautiful pathway to that amazing castle. So he's gonna gain way more out of it than whatever he lost. But let's see what's going to be the final outcome of this reading. But before that, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, because that's an indication that the reading helped you, and you can also help me to grow the channel to make sure that the message gets out to those who need it the most. For you, it is only costing a push of a button. So I hope that you already pushed those like and subscribe buttons. Only a very few % of people end up subscribing, so I hope you're gonna be one of them. I'm always very excited to read in the comment how this reading is resonating with your life, if you're happy to share it. So your reading continues with the Seven of Swords. So Seven of Swords can be the card of lying, cheating, stealing, but also the card of applying a new strategy, approaching things from a different perspective. So if you're kind of here for a relationship, maybe some of you been through some lying, cheating experience, or some people were not honest with you when the Seven of Swords comes up. But as I said, this is also a card of new approaches, because yes, he's stealing, but he's stealing. It's a gold card, so it's positive, and it's telling you that you need to apply a new strategy compared to what you've done before. Because the reason he's stealing the swords, because he doesn't want to go into a fight. So if you've been through a lot of challenges, try to think about how can you approach it from a new perspective, because you kind of have it in this line that he's turning upside down to get the new perspective. He is applying a new strategy, a new approach, and that's going to lead you to the clarity in terms of how to move forward. And the next card in your reading is the Three of Swords. So you're definitely, while you're healing, but I don't think you are over this experience that you went through, whether it's a job loss, whether it's a breakup, whatever you lost. I think you're still mourning it. It's still hurting you. Like it's very clear from the Five of Cups and from the Three of Swords, and it's very important that this Three of Swords, yes, it might be dark and you might be in a place where you don't see things very positively, but this will not last forever. This darkness shall pass as well. And you have the healing card here, which is indicating that something great is on their way. And you also have here the Ace of Wands, which is the card, like every ace, indicates a new chapter, a new beginning in our life. This can be a new relationship, a new chapter in an existing relationship, a new job, a new entrepreneurship, a new project, or a new idea of some sort. This is something that's driven by passion, and this is also the energy of out with the old and in with the new. So something new is definitely coming to your way. That's going to bring you the clarity and the healing that you need. And at the bottom of the deck, you do have the Five of Wands, So Five of Wands is the card of conflict and competition and being in training as well for something. So whenever this card comes up, if it's representing a conflict in your life, it can be the type of conflict where people are coming from diverse or different backgrounds. It can be also a conflict that's not super serious. You're just kind of, people are trying to see how far they can go. And in terms of the competition, so some of you, like, you know, in a relationship perspective, maybe you are dealing with somebody who's very popular, or you are very popular and you have kind of hard time choosing, and that's kind of what the Seven of Cups is representing here. It can be also that some of you are in training or training for something, but I think it's very important for you to adapt to whatever your new situation is and act as if whatever you are trying to achieve, and just embrace the journey, embrace the change that you are going through, because you have the beautiful energy of the star here. So make sure that you release the past and embrace the new. So put in a comment, I release the past and I embrace my new future. And that's all I have for you. I hope that this reading helped you, and I'll be able to welcome you again.